Good morning, Oostburg Concrete. This week's topic is working in the cold, and it's an OSHA compliance topic due to the coldness that we're dealing with currently under General Duty 1910.132. Overexposures, indoors or outdoors, can be harmful to one's health. Frostbite. Excuse me. Body tissues may freeze when skin's exposed to the extreme cold or touches a very cold object. The nose, ears, cheeks, fingers, and toes are the greatest risk. Worst cases can cause permanent tissue damage, loss of movement in the affected parts, and possibly unconsciousness up to and including death from heart failure. Damage may be greater if the body part is thawed and refrozen. Hypothermia. Exposure to cold may send body temperatures to dangerously simple low levels. It can occur in above freezing temperatures when it's windy or you've been exhausted and wearing wet clothes. Worst cases can lead to unconsciousness and death. Factors that increase the risk of frostbite and hypothermia include the following: age, overweight, smoking, drinking, certain medications, allergies, poor circulation, victim's failure to recognize the symptoms and take appropriate prompt action. Reduce the risk to extreme cold by the following: avoid bathing, smoking, or drinking alcohol before going into cold conditions. Wear layers of loose, dry clothes if possible. Wear wool underneath and waterproof layer on top. Always cover the hands, feet, face, and head in the cold. Matter of fact, uncovered head may lose up to 40% of its heat. Don't know if you're aware of that. Change or get dry immediately if clothes get wet. Keep moving while working in the cold. Take regular breaks in warm areas. Move to a warm area when you start feeling very cold or numb. Have a warm, alcohol-free, caffeine-free drink. That can help you. Recognize frostbite and hypothermia symptoms, which include the following on frostbite: feeling extreme cold, then numb with some possible tingling, aching, or brief pain. White or grayish yellow glossy skin, which may blister. Confusion, failing eyesight or shock as the condition progresses. Hypothermia, chills, shivering, numbness, sometimes pain to extremities. Slurred speech, poor coordination and confusion and drowsiness. Respond quickly and correctly to frostbite and hypothermia symptoms by the following: act immediately when symptoms develop and prevent serious problems. Move to warm place. Replace frozen, wet, or tight clothing with warm clothes or blankets. Drink warm beverage without alcohol or caffeine. Get medical help if it's necessary. Take first aid actions for frostbite. How? Warm the frozen part immediately with blankets or warm hot water. Avoid touching the frozen part. Don't rub or hit it. Keep the frozen part away from hot stoves, hot lamps, hot water bottles. Don't break blisters or drink anything with caffeine. Exercise the body part once it's been warm, but don't walk on frostbite feet. Take first aid actions for hypothermia. Cover victim with blankets and/or lie next to the person to give body heat. Don't use hot baths, electric blankets, or hot water bottles. Keep the person awake and give artificial respiration if it's needed. Get emergency help immediately if the person loses consciousness. Conclusion: when it's cold, be constantly alert to the health hazards. Dress and move to prevent frostbite and hypothermia. Act immediately if you or someone around you experiences any of the symptoms. And lastly, remember, layers of clothing to keep warm. never expose any open skin or body parts, period. But you got to have the clothes along to make sure you didn't cover yourself in the first place. Keep those thoughts in mind. In addition, I will have sent Terry a list of questions for you to walk through. And that is my message for the week. Have a great week, and please, please be safe.